first ever futsal back in 1989. Good support as well here for Egypt. The stadium steadily filling. Egypt, Uruguay, Thailand and the Netherlands, the 4 teams in this particular group. Only Thailand have never featured in the final stages of a futsal championship before. Warm applause for the flags of the 2 participating nations, Egypt and the Netherlands. Egypt have just 2 survivors from their squad from 1996. The Dutch will be hoping for a better tournament this time than they enjoyed in '96. Then the Netherlands, when well fancied, were knocked out in the second phase, losing to both Brazil and Uruguay. Just a reminder of the rules in futsal: 5-a-side, each game lasts for 40 minutes. A 1-minute timeout can be called by each team in each half. 8 players allowed into the goal areas. There's no throw-ins. The ball kicked into play. No restriction on where the goalkeeper can go on the pitch. And he can throw the ball any distance. The 6th foul results in a penalty to the opposition, and that's from the second penalty mark outside the goal area. Happy with all that? Well, okay, it promises to be fast and furious. Here come the officials and the 2 teams, Egypt and the Netherlands, here in their alternative strip of all blue. Futsal 2000, real festival of soccer. We're all set for the national anthems. First, it'll be Egypt. Support inside the stadium for Egypt. Now the Netherlands. The national anthem of the Netherlands. The Netherlands tonight wearing blue instead of their familiar orange. An exchange of mementos. This will be a good opportunity to gauge how these two teams can fare in Futsal 2000. A check on the officials. Two referees in Futsal. One should know his way around here. Ubena Del Cid is from Guatemala. He's the senior official. He's joined on the pitch by Andy Wong from Hong Kong. Saeed Musavi of Iran is the third official. And Felix Chavez of Argentina will act as timekeeper. Well, Egypt have two survivors from 1996 in their squad, Yasser Mohammed and TAMER Ismail, and only Ismail starts here. There's our principal official. The Netherlands, beaten finalists in 1989. A big night this for their skipper as well, Hanky LEATEMIA, who's playing his 100th international. A reminder that futsal is intended to be a fast game, played without too many interruptions, a skillful game. That's why there are two officials on the pitch. There's the coach of the Netherlands, Nico Spry, said to be dedicated to futsal. He was appointed 4 years ago. Egypt against the Netherlands. The second fixture to be played in Group B. And we're underway with the Netherlands kicking from right to left. And it's the Netherlands who have the first free kick. Saeed now for Egypt. Really mazy run by Saeed. And very nearly a goal inside 15 seconds. Terrific close control there by ARAFA Saeed. It was a rather sleepy atmosphere to the opening game when Uruguay beat Thailand. But a determined opening here by Egypt against the Netherlands. Pressure game already from Egypt. Snapping at the heels there of the player in possession. Sabry Abdu on the ball. Here's ARAFA Saeed, who made that impressive run forward earlier. Keida, Saeed, YASSER Abduba, ARAFA Saeed. Patient approach play by Egypt, and Tom SIER, the Dutch goalkeeper, makes the save. Langenhuijsen just laying the ball off to his skipper, Hanky LEATEMIA. 34 now, LEATEMIA, playing his 100th game for the Netherlands here. Nobody in Dutch football has been capped more, either indoors or outdoors. There's a thumping drive there by the Netherlands skipper. But the ball is broken kindly here for Egypt. And another fine save by SIER. Terrific skill on the ball by Saeed Abdelkader. It's been a bright opening. Wonderful trickery there by Saeed Abdelkader. Now it's Holland's turn. And it's ARAFA Saeed who makes the block. Holland here with the kick in. It's the skipper who will take it. Shot over the top by Henny LETTINCK, known as Killer. Arguably the best player in this team from the Netherlands. He's played in the Dutch Premier League outdoors with Utrecht, now age 32. Abdul, a chance for the Netherlands now to make the most of the possession that they've got. Dutch have made their first substitution. Rene Marshall has come on as the principal attacker. Closely watched by Sabir Abdou. TALHA. ZEELIG. On to ZEELIG. We have more time. A good opening for Glenn ZEELIG. Said to be the most skillful of the Dutch squad. Well, Holland have committed their first foul. Saeed Abdelkader. More good work by Saeed Abdelkader. Confident opening by Egypt. Both Saeed Abdelkader and ARAFA Saeed both hungry for the ball, eager to get forward whenever they can. TALHA for a kick into Egypt. WAEL Abdullah. SABRY Abdou. ARAFA Saeed. WAEL Abdullah now. No foul, play allowed to continue. This time it's the Dutch who have the free kick. It will be an indirect free kick, that was obstruction. The raised arm indicates that it's not direct. It's the second official who's insisting that the wall retreats even further. A terrific save, but it's been bundled in. The Netherlands have taken the lead. It's TALHA who's got the goal. Well worked free kick this by the Dutch. ZEELIG who took it, and that just begged a shot. It was a good save by the goalkeeper initially, but he couldn't hang on to it. And there was TALHA with a bit more than a tap in. He had some work to do there, but he got his bearings right, and he's got the goal. The Netherlands lead by 1-0. Now there's a chance for Egypt to equalise almost instantaneously. And furious appeals there by ARAFA Said, who claims that the ball didn't hit the outside of the post, it hit an arm inside that Dutch D. Terrific opening. Abdu. Now Said. YASSER Abdullah. Well, that wasn't too far away. SIER, the goalkeeper, got down very quickly, and he got a hand to the ball too. Excellent stop by the Dutch goalkeeper. Corner kick to Egypt. And another good block. Molina it was who got across to cover the shot then from ARAFA Said. Abdelkader. YASSER Abdullah. Dutch again getting bodies back. Players zone in the system. Holland. And a chance here for Egypt. Ball just ran away from Said Abdelkader. Point just being made there to Abdelkader by the second official. But there wasn't a touch on it by a Dutch defender. Abdelkader anticipating a corner kick there. ARAFA Said. YASSER Abdullah. An opportunity now for the Dutch to break quickly. Molina reassesses. Here's the skipper. TAMER. Frankfort. TAMER. LANGENHUIJSEN. Good run forward by TAMER. Frantic opening, game played at high tempo. Both these teams have hopes of making further progress in this fourth FIFA Futsal World Championship. It's a very competitive group. Egypt with the bulk of the possession, the Netherlands with the goal though. Is dispossessed. Great covering as well by Atia. Ball had just run out of play though. Two officials working well together there. One patrolling either touchline. In futsal, there are two referees. The ball has to be returned to play within 4 seconds. Another good stop there by SIER. Egypt still have possession. Tamer Ismail wearing the captain's armband. Played in '96 and scored 4 goals for Egypt. Nico Spry, the Dutch coach, his assistant Vic Hemmels was voted the best player at the inaugural Futsal Championships back in 1989. Ismail. Good close control by Ismail. And another opening for Egypt, and another fine save by SIER. Dutch goalkeeper has been in outstanding form already. Atia. Abdu. Egypt with such skillful players, eager to inject some pace into play. Shake of the head by WAEL Abdullah, who came closest to getting the equalising goal for Egypt. That last chance, which was well saved by SIER. Hefty challenge by SABRY Abdu. Dutch free kick. And launched in, good save that. AYMAN Nassif had to get down quickly to save from Marshall. This time the ball stuck. Here come Egypt again. 7 attempts on target for Egypt compared to 2 for the Netherlands. But it's the Netherlands who lead. 9 attempts on goal for Egypt, 5 for the Netherlands. AYMAN Nassif, the goalkeeper, they're acting as an extra defender, an extra outfield player. No restriction in futsal on where the goalkeeper can go. Dear SOLIMAN takes a tumble. Egypt have the free kick. Foul count now reads 2 for Egypt, 3 for the Netherlands. If it gets to 6, there's a penalty shot from the 10-metre mark outside the D. Another terrific effort, and another fine save by SIER. What must Egypt do to get this equaliser? SABRY Abdu denied this time. Relentless pressure here from Egypt. It's a containing job really by the Dutch side. Egypt with so many chances, so much possession, and here they come again. A moment's respite for the Dutch. No great urgency here about their play. They're happy just to keep possession, happy just to roll the ball around. Marshall is the front player, quickly taken, free kick, and a second goal! It's LETTINCK who's got it. Furious protests here from the Egyptians. They were caught cold. Henny LETTINCK is the goal scorer. Timeout has been called, but the smile there is a broad one. After absorbing so much pressure, the Netherlands get their second goal. Marshall it was who was fouled. And look, the heads are turning in the wrong direction. They're still complaining about the free kick being awarded. Marshall took it quickly. And LETTINCK has punished Egypt here. A great cushion for the Dutch, who've been absorbing so much pressure for all this first half, it seems. SABRY Abdu there complaining that he felt he hadn't fouled the man. But the Dutch played to the whistle. The man they know as Killer has got the killer touch. The Netherlands lead by 2-0. We're now beyond the halfway point in this first half. 2 periods of 20 minutes, don't forget. And it's really stung Egypt into life. They were aggrieved that they had the free kick awarded against them. They were aggrieved that the Dutch took it so quickly, but that's the secret of futsal. The game is supposed to move. And another brilliant save by SIER. It's been a fantastic night for SIER. It's been a fantastic night so far for the Dutch. Atia. Nader SOLIMAN. TAMER Ismail plays for the Olympic club, now age 32, a veteran of 1996. Egypt hosted the 1996 qualifying tournament in Africa. Only 5 nations took part. Egypt finished third then in a very powerful group. They were up against Spain and the Ukraine. And this is an equally tough start for them in a group including Uruguay and the Netherlands. Let's also not discount Thailand, who've made a promising start to Futsal 2000. Having lost the opening game to Uruguay. LETTINCK over this free kick for Netherlands. ZEELIG. Now TALHA. LETTINCK. So comfortable on the ball. Almost seems to be tied to his left foot. LANGENHUIJSEN with a layoff. Here he is again. More clever play by the Dutch. But they need to regroup quickly here. It's a terrific break forward by Egypt. Real contrasting styles here. Ismail, a bit slow off the mark there, but Egypt ringing the changes once more. They're rotating their players now very, very quickly. They're trying to find a little bit of extra room to maybe catch the Dutch unawares when they make these substitutions. YASSER. But here come the Netherlands once more. TALHA just held up. Quickly thrown out by AYMAN. Good covering challenge there by LANGENHUIJSEN. Just a reminder that the ball has to be returned to play very, very quickly. And qualifying, Egypt beat Morocco, Libya and South Africa, but it's the Dutch who are making the big impression here. TALHA agonizingly close. Well, that was inches wide of the post. Again, making good use of the angle. Hitting the ball left-footed with the outside of the boot. ARAFA Saeed. YASSER. Interception. This time by ZEELIG. LETTINCK. High tempo throughout this first half. Deflected out for another corner to Egypt. 4 blue-shirted defenders in or around that Dutch D. And that's another corner to Egypt. They've got another one, have they? No. Yes, they have. SIER doing his best to keep the ball in play. Official on the near side, right up with play. SAMIR Atiyah. Mesmerizing skills by Atiyah, trying to make the most of the layoff there by Abdullah. Good covering as well by YASSER. Instinctive break and a great opportunity again for Egypt. And still they can't put the ball in the net. Said Abdelkader, perfectly placed. Danger there for the Dutch. They've got everybody forward. And a lightning break by Egypt. Well, it wasn't quite an open goal, but he was close enough in. And And here Egypt have to be careful. They've now conceded their 5th foul of this first half. We've still got 6 minutes to play. Don't forget that any team who concedes 6 fouls then concedes a penalty from the 10-meter mark. It's a very lively encounter. It's been an absorbing encounter too. Abdelkader, Wael Abdullah, ARAFA Saeed, shotless charge down by Rene Marshall. Abdelkader, always a good return as well. Abdelkader, and once again it's SIER to the rescue for the Dutch. Outstanding goalkeeping by Tom SIER. 27 from the Hilversum club. Third choice Dutch goalkeeper is Patrick Thomassen, who is 2 meters 7 tall. He's actually taller than the crossbar. Bar is, the underside of the bar is marked at 2 meters. Marshall. And it was Frankfort who was just unable to work the ball through, but there's a goal there for the skipper. What a way to celebrate your 100th cap for your country. It's Hanky, LEATEMIA. And they can't quite believe it. The Dutch, 3 goals to the good. They've absorbed so much pressure in this first half, but it promises to be LEATEMIA's night. A 100th cap, and he's marked it with the 3rd goal here for the Netherlands. Took a deflection on the way in, but LEATEMIA will take all the credit, and deservedly so. Egypt 0, the Netherlands 3. SIER with the punch clear. Appeals for handball there by Egypt. ARAFA Saeed. And again, it's SIER who gets down quickly to get the ball away, this time from Wael Abdullah. Atia. Saeed. A more patient approach now by Egypt. Time to rethink tactics maybe, but they've won 10 corners already. The Netherlands still waiting for their first, but it's the Dutch who are leading 3-0. Terrific entertainment this. Futsal played at the very highest level, and it's the very highest quality. What must Egypt do to get beyond that man? It's been a very busy night for Tom SIER. SIER beaten this time, but the shot from ARAFA Saeed was wide. Time for another breather, another timeout. Nico Spry, the coach, will be delighted with his team's performance. They play in a rigid block of 4. They've sometimes forsaken individual skills for a bit more discipline. And a more disciplined approach was perhaps needed, because back in 1996 they were in some disarray. There were stories of unrest in the squad. Edwin Grunholz, who turned out to give something of a one-man show, but perhaps that's not what's needed in futsal. It's all well and good to have the individual skills, but it needs to be harnessed within a solid team performance. There's an opportunity in this group as well for the Dutch to take on Uruguay, who they lost to in the second phase back in 1996. Defeats by Uruguay and Brazil costing the Dutch dear after they advanced from the initial groupings. LETTINCK. Now ZEELIG. TALHA forward to Charden. Shot zipping wide from ZEELIG. Just over 2.5 minutes of the first half remaining. Egypt have committed 5 fouls, one more and they will concede a penalty from the 10-meter mark. Another corner to Egypt. ARAFA Saeed. Wonderful trickery. And a reckless challenge. Mahmoud Mohammed making an instant impression. Egypt committed 5 fouls, the Netherlands 4. No penalty. No penalty. TALHA says, what was all that about? Certainly there, Egypt were claiming the penalty kick. Yousef Mohammed, who took a tumble inside the D. Terrific entertainment in this first half. Wonderful skills on the ball. Completely different approaches though. Egypt nimble, mobile and quick. The Dutch disciplined, well organised, and with the killer touch in front of goal. TALHA is the player who's hurt. Well, TALHA got the ball, but he then had his foot caught around the ankle. Can't slide in though in futsal, and that's why Egypt have the free kick here. ARAFA Saeed over the free kick. The Tier has just taken some instruction from the coach on the touchline. There's another hold up while some water is mopped up off the surface. So important in futsal that players are allowed to keep their feet. Game played at such pace. Clever change of movement there by Atiyah. Here's Yousef Mohammed. Now Mahmoud Mohammed. Another good block though by SIER. Only just been introduced to the play, Mahmoud Mohammed, but he's already made a couple of good runs. 22, one of the younger players in the Egyptian squad. More mesmerising skills there. He appealed for the free kick as the ball ran away from him. We're into the final minute now of the opening 20 minutes of this game. Another surging run forward by ARAFA Saeed. First half has really zipped by. Great work again by Mahmoud Mohammed. Again, it's a corner to Egypt. Still, they've got to score that. Mahmoud Mohammed. He could turn out to be one of the real characters of these championships. Defending players never really want to dive in and commit themselves to the challenge unless they can be sure of getting the ball. And that's it. It's a penalty shot now to the Dutch from the 10-meter mark. They've immediately made a substitution. Max Touchton is the player who's come on, and it's Touchton who will step forward here to take the penalty for the Netherlands. 25 seconds of the first half remaining. Here being told to stand further back. Marshall is suggesting that he wants to take this kick, and it will be Marshall, and that's 4-0 now to the Netherlands. They're lighting this stadium up now, the Dutch. Terrific shot that by Marshall, so much confidence, really blasted it in. Well, Egypt still keep coming forward, but they must be rocking now. All the possession in the first half, all the trickery, all the skills, all the pace, and still they trail by 4-0. Surely it's too late now for Egypt to pull a goal back, and it is. Wonderful first half, great entertainment, but what must be going through his mind? Mohamed Haag, the Egyptian coach, his team with all the possession, and still at half-time in El Domo, they trail by 4-0 to the Netherlands. A check on the first half match facts. 25 goal attempts for Egypt, just 11 for the Netherlands, 18 on target for Egypt, who were denied on so many occasions by Tom SIER, the Dutch goalkeeper, who's been in terrific form. 13 corners for Egypt, none for the Netherlands. 6 fouls though by Egypt, and that proved very costly for... Welcome back to the second part of an incredible drama. Egypt 0, Netherlands 4 at half-time here in Group B in El Domo Stadium. And Egypt with all the first half possession, nothing to show for it. The Dutch disciplined and organised in defence, repeatedly catching the African nation out when they caught them on the breakaway. What a night it's been for Hanky. LEATEMIA, the Dutch skipper, making his 100th appearance for his country. He's one of the goal scorers as well. A rather fortunate goal, it took a deflection. But the Dutch leading by 4-0. Just a reminder that there are 2 officials, of course, in futsal. There's one of them. Del Cid from Guatemala. Alongside him is Andy Wong from Hong Kong. Andy Wong on the near side. Another positive start by Egypt. Really have to try and get an early goal here. An early goal would give them some hope, but not much hope. Had so much possession in the opening 20 minutes, Egypt. Tumble there for TALHA, Yusuf TALHA, who is perhaps a bit too aggressive with his challenge. He's been spoken to there by the official on the near side. Foul. Foul was against Saeed Abdelkader. Egypt conceded a free shot from the 10-metre mark in the first half because they'd committed 6 fouls. 5 is the limit. 6 means that you're penalised with a free shot from that 10-metre mark outside the D, the defensive D. Abdelkader. Now Yousef Mohamed. Atia. ARAFA Saeed. Yousef Mohamed once more. Abdelkader has won the free kick here for Egypt. Deflection, and still they can't get it beyond SIER, who was in terrific form in the first half. The goalkeeper able to get his bearings right again there. Yousef Mohamed. Saeed Abdelkader. Great trickery again by Abdelkader, but a chance now for the Dutch to break forward. Fabulous surge of pace there by Pascal Langenhuijsen. But here come Egypt again. Glorious opportunity here for Egypt, and still they can't get it beyond SIER. Netherlands have the throw. Already a couple of very good openings for Egypt. Pattern of the play is exactly the same as it was during the first 20 minutes. Holland disciplined, stout in defence. Egypt with plenty of flair, created enough, but they haven't been able to take their chances. Neither have they been able to beat Tom SIER, the Dutch goalkeeper, who's been in terrific form. If you had to pick a man of the match at this stage, you'd certainly say that SIER would be the #1 contender. Brilliant work there by Abdelkader, but still Holland are able to smuggle the ball to safety, if only momentarily. Abdelkader, oh, wonderful skills and a good recovery. ZEELIG digging in. SAMIR Atia. Yousef Mohamed now. Atia. Here's Abdelkader. ARAFA Saeed taking a broader look at things from the halfway line. Mohamed has just come on as a substitute for Egypt. He looked very lively when he was introduced in the first half, and already he's at full tilt. He's away from Marshall. This time the Dutch are able to get bodies between them and the goal. Mighty throw out. Marshall just unable to get the ball back to ZEELIG, and he's done it again. SIER to the rescue. ARAFA Saeed charging forward. running with pace and power. %70 of possession now for Egypt, but they trail by 4 goals to 0. Yousef Mohammed. Marshall able to get a footing. ARAFA Saeed. Dispossessed this time by LETTINCK. 3 forward here for the Dutch. Incisive break by Holland. LETTINCK deciding to shoot for goal then when perhaps others were better placed. First half was terrific entertainment. This promises to be even better. Another good save by SIER. Mahmoud Mohammed. Dutch have a player down. Dutch desperate to put the ball out of play to make sure that there's some attention for the player who's down, who's ZEELIG. It's Marshall who's might be suggested that Marshall will have to come on here as a replacement for ZEELIG. Some consultation on the touchline. ZEELIG hobbling rather gingerly away. Holland have made their substitution, but ZEELIG looks very uncomfortable. He's now being lifted across to the near side where he can receive some additional attention. Wonderful trickery again, mesmerizing skills, but still no goal. SAMIR this time. Mahmoud Mohammed. And a chance surely, and they have got that goal now. ARAFA Saeed. Forget the message on the shirt. The message now for Egypt is that they need more. They've made a breakthrough though. 6 minutes of the second half played, and at last they've been able to beat SIER in the Dutch goal. It was a clever finish. There was a covering blue shirt there for SIER, the goalkeeper. But ARAFA Saeed has given Egypt some hope. It's 4-1 now to the Netherlands. Saeed, who plays for the Ekiko club. More importantly, he's got the opening goal here for Egypt. Oh, there's a clattering challenge there. Thumping challenge by Saeed Abdelkader. And there's a yellow card. Abdelkader cautioned there for the challenge from behind, the trip from behind. He clearly took the right ankle there. Hefty tumble for TALHA. TALHA now back on his feet. It's a yellow card for Saeed Abdelkader. Another hold-up while the mops are brought on to clear some of the perspiration and the water off the surface. TALHA just able to get a foot in. Chardon there with the shot. Dutch have decided to wing the changes a little bit in the second half. This time, SIER able to get all his body behind the ball, even though the ball span out of his reach, and now Egypt have another corner. Mohamed. ARAFA Saeed, the goal scorer for Egypt. Here he comes again. Egypt, although they trail by 4 goals to 1, have been very impressive. Their skill on the ball and their skill at speed when running with the ball has been something to behold. The Dutch, though, have done their homework. They've not been too ambitious. They've been prepared to sit back and then to catch Egypt out on the counter-attack. And with so many flair players in the Egyptian squad, once they lose the ball, they're a bit vulnerable in defence, and they could be vulnerable once more here. Chardon with the opportunity to assess the options which might be on here for the Dutch. Here's Frankfort. Now TALHA. To Chardon. Molina. Pushed in the back there by ARAFA Saeed. There's some pushing and pulling going on inside the D there. Chardon making a nuisance of himself, and the Egyptians don't like that. Well worked free kick, terrific goalkeeping as well. AYMAN just getting across there to make the block. Important block it was as well for Egypt. TALHA. To Chardon. Frankfort. Forward by TALHA. Chardon acting as the target man. Nassif racing out of his goal to deny Frankfort. ARAFA Saeed. Tiana. Wonderful balance there. Moment for Egypt to have a bit of respite. Now an opportunity for Mohamed to increase the tempo once more and to test Tom SIER. SAMIR. He's got Mohamed just ahead of him. Just trying to make an extra option for Egypt. Clever play by SAMIR. ARAFA Saeed just unable to take advantage of the pass which was threaded through towards him then. On by Molina. Felt there that he was pushed in the back, but nothing given. Egypt now have brought on their skipper, TAMER Ismail. Here he is on the ball. Ismail, who scored 4 goals in the championships in 1996 in Spain. But solid challenge by Frankfort, and yet another corner to Egypt. Egypt have the throw. Holland happy to sit back when Egypt have possession. Know that there's danger though whenever these players have an opportunity to run at defenders. But there, Holland with everybody behind the ball, the Netherlands, and then they're able to turn defence to attack quickly. LETTINCK. Now Molino allowed to go on, just unable to find the Tjaden. The Dutch squad is drawn from 5 clubs. Coach Nico Spry decided that that was the best approach. He felt that the players who played alongside each other on a weekly basis would be better suited to playing together on the international stage, and that tends to be one of the Dutch tactics. The players who play together in the same teams will be on the pitch together at the same time. Of course, in futsal there is rolling substitutions. 9 on the bench. They can be brought on and taken off whenever. Ismail with the look of frustration there as he hammered that shot over the top of the Dutch crossbar. Nice turn there to get away from the covering player, who was Marshall. And it's Marshall on the ball here. Rash challenge there by Nader SOLIMAN. Free kick here in a very inviting position for the Dutch. It's almost on the 10-meter mark. Egypt have now committed 4 second-half fouls. Worrying moments these for the coaching staff. Only too aware that Egypt conceded a penalty shot from that 10-meter mark when they committed their 6th foul in the first half. LETTINCK, the score of the second goal tonight for the Dutch. Oh, brilliant score! The skipper trying to lead by example now. Futsal is particularly popular in northwest Holland, also in the area around Eindhoven. The Dutch beat Belarus, Israel, Yugoslavia and Finland to qualify this time. Egypt had a rather easier passage to these championships, beating Morocco, Libya and South Africa. They scored 18 goals against South Africa. They've also beaten Thailand 8-2 and 7-2 in a couple of friendly fixtures back in August. How ironic that they're now in the same opening group here at Futsal 2000. Thailand and Uruguay, who played earlier this evening, also in Group B. Uruguay 4-1 winners against Thailand. On the edge of the D. TALHA, who committed the foul. There's going to be attention here for the player who took a very hefty tumble there on the edge of that Dutch D. ARAFA Said it was, who was stopped in his tracks there by TALHA. Doesn't look at all well. There's always a danger when a player is at full speed like that and is brought to an abrupt halt by a trailing leg. He was away, and there it was. TALHA was overstretching, and he was kicked in the side of the head. That was the problem, and he's been knocked cold. just advancing the ball by a metre. But they've got the free kick, and interestingly here, the goalkeeper is standing in the defensive wall. Wall is being pushed further back. You can understand why SIER wants to stand in front of the wall. He's got a better chance of maybe seeing the ball, and he's done it again. Well, SIER was claiming there that the ball came off the foot of the post, but the two officials decided that it was a save, and I thought it was certainly a save by SIER. He was happy there, though, not to take the credit, knowing full well that Egypt would have the corner. ARAFA Saeed is now back on his feet, but he's holding his head and he's walking back to the Egyptian bench, just shaking his head and feeling the side of his face. It was a nasty blow that he took. Another important block by TALHA. Ismail on the ball. 40 attempts on goal for Egypt. Now it's 41. Well, in the opening game that Brazil played against Kazakhstan, they had 80 attempts on goal. That was one every 30 seconds. Egypt have not hit those heights, but they're playing against a much better side. Obstruction there. Nader SOLIMAN just trying to get across there to deny LETTINCK a clear run. Has gone down as the fifth foul. And a chance here for another opening for the Netherlands. They are able to get the ball forward very quickly. Good running by Langenhuijsen. Egypt living dangerously again. 6 minutes of the second half remaining. They've committed 5 fouls. They can't afford to commit another one. And that's a penalty. Foul was committed inside the box. Nader SOLIMAN, the player who went down. SIER just indicating that he wants to come off. The Dutch here changing their goalkeeper. Wasn't much doubt about the fact that it was a foul. And Ron Sim has come on, especially to save this penalty, one assumes, or hope to save this penalty. SIER, a terrific shot stopper. Maybe Sim is better equipped to deal with the penalty kick. SOLIMAN to take it, and he scored. Egypt get their second goal. Nader SOLIMAN makes it. Egypt 2, the Netherlands 4. Struck it well enough, but the goalkeeper very nearly got there. Less than 6 minutes to play. 2 second half goals now for Egypt, making their possession count. But here come Holland again, and they've squeezed one in. It's LETTINCK. A look of dismay there from AYMAN Nassif. A look of anguish as well in the eyes of SABRY, who was just ahead of him. But Holland, having conceded a second goal, have now got their 5th goal. Completely against the run of play, just as it was in the first half. And the goalkeeper should have saved that. It was right in the corner, but it just squirmed out of the goalkeeper's reach. Nassif will be disappointed. And they've got another one now, Egypt. Oh, incredible entertainment. This time it's SABRY who's got it. Fantastic entertainment this game. Really has been wonderful to watch. Just to remind you, it's 4-0 at half-time to Holland. 2 goals then for Egypt, who've had so much of the possession. almost seconds after they made it 4-2. LETTINCK it was who made it 5-2, and now Sabi Abdu has pulled yet another goal back for Egypt. Egypt 3, the Netherlands 5, and we've still 5 minutes to play. This is the goal which has given Egypt a bit more hope. They'll argue long and hard about who scored it, because Abdel Kadir was the one who got the last touch on the ball. The ball just brushed him on the way in. Adrenaline really pumping out there now. Egypt, though, have committed 5 fouls. They can't afford another mistake. They can't afford to commit themselves when they're in defence, or they're on the back foot, and they'll have to be on the back foot here as the Dutch try to make the most of some possession, but they're guilty of giving the ball away far too easily. TALHA now for the Dutch. Terrific run by TALHA. And Langenhuijsen just slips as he shapes to shoot. It's end to end, it's frantic. And it's futsal of the highest quality. The Dutch now happy to put the ball into touch. A few deep breaths. Seconds ticking by, but still more work to be done. Another mazy man from Mahmoud. And this is that penalty kick. That went down as a foul by Mahmoud Mohammed. Protests continue. Well, centre of controversy, the official on the far side there, Ubina Del Cid, who's from Guatemala. Ball had seemingly just run out of play there for a Dutch kick-in. But now Marshall has the opportunity to score from the spot for the second time. Egypt have also made a change. Yasser Mohammed is now in goal. Yasser Mohammed, one of the survivors of '96, and he's done his job well. He's made a terrific save. Marshall denied this time. Important tactical switch that just took the sting out of the occasion. It perhaps made Marshall think a bit about what he had to do when he stepped forward to take the penalty kick there from the 10-meter mark for the Dutch. And Yasser Mohammed now happy to stay out there. Egypt continue to look busy, continue to probe, continue to look for the opening. Blue shirts blocking their path at every move. Mahmoud Mohammed. Lovely turn of foot by Mahmoud Mohammed. Marshall to bring the ball away for the Dutch. Marshall again. There's two forward in support, but an opportunity now for Egypt to catch them on the break. Terrific interception by TALHA. Surging run forward as well. And Holland just happy to put the ball into touch. They don't want to take any chances now. Just over 2 minutes remaining. The clock ticks down. To Chardon. LETTINCK. To Chardon. Looks very comfortable when he's shielding the ball away from opponents. Yousef Mohamed. Abdel Kadir. Still with Abdel Kadir. No foul though. El Cid, the referee, right up with play there. Deflected wide. Skipper is now on for the Netherlands. They've made a substitution. There, TAMER back on, and they're getting his foot to the ball. A great opportunity here. Oh, reckless challenge. What a challenge that was. Well, YASSER Mohamed, the goalkeeper, is shown the first red card of these championships. It's a straight red. Goalkeeper is down and hurt. But there, YASSER Mohamed left with no option really. Tchardin it was who had got clear, who'd slipped the ball beyond him. And the goalkeeper's momentum, as much as anything else, did the damage. But YASSER Mohamed is off, sent off. It's a straight red card. And now, for 2 minutes, Egypt are reduced to just 4 players. They've sensibly made a substitution. The recognised first choice goalkeeper for these championships anyway, AYMAN Nassif, is on, and timeout has been called. And it means now effectively, unless the Dutch score, that Egypt will be reduced to 4 players for the remainder of the game, because there are only 70 seconds remaining. Egypt 3, the Netherlands 5, and the Netherlands here with an opportunity to wrap it all up with a shot from the 10-meter mark. Marshall has scored once from the spot. He's missed once from the spot. Egypt reduced to 4 men. Marshall here against AYMAN Nassif. And the goalkeeper's done his job well. A second miss from the spot in the match for Marshall. Good save by the goalkeeper, who spread himself well. Just did enough to divert the ball out for a Dutch corner. Clock ticks down. Egypt just have 4 men on the pitch. 3 recognised outfield players. This really has been terrific entertainment. So much adventure from Egypt, particularly during the first half. The Dutch, though, who've been scoring all the goals, certainly in the first half, where they led 4-0. Now controversy at the very end following the dismissal of YASSER Mohamed, the Egyptian goalkeeper. The Dutch happy to keep the ball, happy to see the seconds tick down. TALHA. Now the skipper, Hanky LEATEMIA. Yousef Mohamed brings the ball forward, but it's too late for Egypt. The best game of these championships so far. The Dutch can celebrate. What a night it's been. What a night it's been for the Netherlands. Egypt will be shell-shocked by this. The final score here in Group B, it's Egypt 3, the Netherlands, against all the odds, 5. the Group B match packs for this game, Egypt against the Netherlands. Egypt, 46 attempts, 31 shots on target, 18 corners compared to just 1 for the Netherlands. A lack of discipline cost Egypt dear. They committed 13 fouls. They conceded 3 penalties, 2 of them from the 10-meter mark, 1 yellow card and 1 red.